What they see
either telling the truth or she's an absolute genius.
is what you get.
Who's to say they didn't completely fool us?
When strangers plan each other's weddings, this is Exchanging Vows.
Yay!
You're about to meet two engaged couples. Jessica and Chris are artistic city folk.
We tried going camping. We lasted 2 days, then we stayed in a hotel, and then we came home.
Chris is a sound technician. Jessica works with disabled children, and she's into theater and dance. Cheryl and Jerome are an outdoorsy, artsy couple.
I like piercings. I like tattoo work.
Cheryl practices yoga and takes care of their 10-month-old daughter, Zen Dharma. Jerome is a radio copywriter.
You're a cross between like granola and alternative.
Granola? Thanks.
Each couple has specific ideas of what kind of wedding they want, but their actual wedding experience may be unlike anything they've dreamed of. That's because these couples have never met, but they're going to plan each other's weddings. Hi, I'm Andrea Bain. Our couples will have a brief meeting, watch some videotape clues, then they'll choose the wedding venue, flowers, cake, even the wedding dresses for each other. The couple that comes closest to giving their competitors the wedding they're dreaming of will win a honeymoon vacation. Today on Exchanging Vows, it's alternative girl versus drama queen.
I was doing a choir concert, but as I was tearing down and wrapping up all the cables and stuff, I just kept noticing this really hot girl.
He didn't mention one part. I think the thing that attracted him to me the most was I was wearing those like high black boots and a little black skirt, so I think that's what he liked.
Well, we met at a good friend of ours' house. I knew he was the one the second I saw him. I totally knew. I was like, I'm going to marry that guy.
Well, she's really beautiful. I found her very beautiful. That was one of the first things I found when I first met her. And she's so easygoing and easy to talk to and very friendly to talk to. And of course, she's a great mother.
We didn't plan on having a family, but once we knew we were pregnant, it fit. And we decided that if we were gonna do this, we had to do it wholeheartedly. And she's the most amazing baby, so it's really easy just to have fun with her and love her. And so we're pretty lucky with her, I think.
Now you've met our couples, but they haven't even seen each other. They're about to meet for the first and only time before their big day. And you can bet they'll be hunting for clues to help them plan the best wedding. Thing is, they'll have to do that without talking about weddings. Jessica and Chris, meet Jerome and Cheryl.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi.
Nice to meet you. All right, have a seat, guys.
Hi.
You only have a few minutes to ask all the questions to get to know each other, so make them good questions, and remember, they cannot be wedding related.
What's your favorite type of music?
Kind of top 40 stuff, you know. Do either of you exercise?
Yes, I'm a workoutaholic. I also love to dance.
No.
No. Would you guys consider yourselves to be like outdoorsy camping type people, or are you more the kind of people who like to be in the city and go see theater?
But I'm definitely a city girl because I've lived in smaller cities and I didn't like it too much, so.
Yeah.
Time's up. Soon we'll see who can create the wedding that most resembles what their competitors said they wanted. Good luck.
Hi, guys.
Cheryl and Jerome will be watching videotape clues and making decisions with the help of wedding planner John Tétrault. Starting with the venue, the options are historic building, elegant and traditional, fun and funky, or indoor garden. Jessica, what makes you happy more than anything else?
Chocolate and shopping. I love to shop and I love to eat chocolate.
I can't disagree with that. Women love chocolate.
Women do love
And
chocolate.
they love to
shopping.
shop.
Is that what makes her happiest in life? Some love for chocolate, I say.
I really enjoy James Bond, spy movies.
This guy could be me.
Yeah.
He's just a younger me.
6 years.
I would love to go somewhere like Greece or Spain, definitely somewhere where there's a lot of history, but it could pretty much be anywhere as long as there was good shopping.
She just
I've
mentioned.
never met a woman that's talked about shopping so much.
She just
You haven't met my wife.
Oh, wow.
Ew,
She
which is
said
pretty
all
good.
stuff about
Artsy.
Spain
Yes.
and the history. And now I'm just trying to figure out if that's a ruse, but I'm gonna go with historic building.
That's what I'm leaning
Is that
towards.
where you want to go
I'm
to?
leaning-
I think we got the
Pick
venue
our
now.
venue.
Yes.
Now, this is historical Fort Edmonton Park.
Oh, it's absolutely
You
beautiful.
can't get much more historic than here.
Oh, I
do you
absolutely
think?
love it. John, it's beautiful.
Isn't this gorgeous?
Yes.
Oh, it is.
I think it'll work.
Do you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's what they're looking for. I think it'd be perfect.
perfect.
Jessica and Chris will work with wedding planner Byron Shikaze. Here are their clues for the wedding venue.
My favorite movie is An Affair to Remember with Deborah Kerr and Cary Grant. Very classic.
The Empire Strikes Back.
I believe that. I believe that.
My dream vacation, oh boy. It'd probably be at some tropical resort.
Travel around Europe and probably stay towards Spain.
Just from kind of the dynamics in their relationship, I would say that she probably has a little bit more say type
I have a
thing.
funny feeling that you're right.
I'm leaning towards elegant traditional because I think that's what's going to make her happy.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
See the dynamics again.
Absolutely.
Whatever she wants.
So, elegant traditional is where we're going.
Okay, elegant
Okay.
traditional.
So here we are. What do you folks think?
Well, we picked elegant traditional, so I definitely think this fits the bill. It's very nice.
It's very elegant.
This is, I think, where the ceremony will be taking place, right? And this will be the couple coming down the aisle. So it sort of gives you an idea about the size of the room and things like that. So the ceremony part, I sort of envision being here.
It's going to be really great with the view.
Absolutely.
So. Can this be my wedding Byron?
Don't you wish? Well, here is your fiancé, though.
Okay, thank you. Aww.
So, it's a classic venue for supposed classic movie lover Cheryl and a historic building for arts and history buff Jessica. Did they get it right?
For our wedding day, we'd like to be married at an indoor garden.
For our wedding, we would like it to take place in an indoor garden. We definitely don't want to be married at Fort Edmonton. We're not outdoorsy people at all. So I just can't imagine like traipsing through the dirt in my wedding dress. That's just not us at all. So
Jessica wants her dream wedding and the honeymoon vacation prize. Cheryl is taking a chance on all aspects of her wedding to win. She doesn't think it'll be a big deal if the wedding doesn't suit her style. So far, no one's going anywhere. The score is tied 0-0. Now it's time for our couples to select the flowers for each other. They can choose classic, wild and colorful, or crafty flowers.
I collect Star Wars memorabilia. Yes, so.
yeah, he's trying to throw us off the whole Star Wars
What
thing.
was your most memorable birthday
Well,
present?
Cheryl's gonna kill me, but there were some Star Wars miniatures I got from some friends a long time ago. It was perfect at the time.
See, if we could do their weddings differently, I would have him in a Star Wars outfit, and I'd have her in like a dress.
is a pretty romantic story, though, too. I mean, there's...
I do not see her wanting the Princess Leia buns. I'm sorry.
no.
Favorite season of the year? I think fall is really, really beautiful. Yeah, probably early
Look
fall.
at her shirt. She's wearing pumpkin colors. So I definitely think the earth tones.
Exactly.
Just from listening to what they said, being creative type people, that crafty is definitely a way they'd be going. We kind of have been going with a fall-autumn theme for colors.
Okay.
Just because they said that was their favorite season. We kind of went with Crafty Me because he's really into Star Wars.
Oh, okay. Then we'll add a little. What do they call that tube that they use? The lightsaber. The lightsaber.
Yeah.
Which is the calla lily with the roses, and it's a very nice, very soft, romantic look.
So do you think that sort of fits the category of crafty and unique?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely. And these look like little lightsabers, so
That's right.
we can fit his Star Wars in there. I collect Swarovski crystal figurines. They really like catch the light and they don't offend anyone.
They don't offend anyone. Well, I guess they're not tacky, maybe. They're classy.
Yeah.
There we go again with the classy. Do you think she's telling the truth about that?
I don't know.
My favorite season would be spring.
I don't think she's lied about one single thing, and it's driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Classic and formal. That is what we want for the flowers.
Do we have a color scheme?
I was sort of thinking pinks, purples, lavenders, really soft, beautiful feminine colors.
Okay, this is the shape I am thinking about. Classic and formal. Nothing that's going to overwhelm her or look too intrusive and and awkward.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so we've got a winner here, right?
Yes.
This is
Looks
what we've
good.
decided.
I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's perfect.
Okay.
What do you think, Cheryl?
I think it'll work.
Yeah.
So it's classic flowers for Jessica, the classy glass collector, and crafty flowers for Cheryl's preppy alter ego. Who's right?
For our wedding, we would like classic and formal flowers.
Not formal and not wild, because I know if we say wild and colorful, I'm gonna end up with a bouquet of wildflowers and daisies, and I'm not a country girl. That's not what I want at all, so.
After 2 rounds, our couples have managed to fool each other completely. They may not be upset about getting the wrong flowers for their wedding, but soon, Cheryl and Jerome will be picking Jessica's wedding dress.
I can totally see her in this.
Would you pick this for you if you had the chance?
Not in a million years.
After 2 rounds, the score is tied at 0. Cheryl and Jerome have managed to choose the one venue that Jessica said she didn't want for her wedding. Now it's time for them to select her wardrobe. The options are casual party dress, ethnic heritage, modern wedding gown, traditional wedding gown, or a pantsuit. Jessica, what is your best physical attribute?
My eyelashes and my eyes.
I totally noticed her eyelashes.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous. They're like this long.
I've been told I have a nice butt, but
Aww. Oh, you're so sweet. Like, I just can't get over this couple.
Jessica, what is your worst physical attribute?
Ooh, see, this is where we have the same answer, my butt. Hence the
I don't agree with
poofier
your
dresses
butt.
at the bottom that I'm wearing today. I like the top of my body. I think the lower half of my body is the problem area.
So she likes poofy dresses. She's saying not poofy. I think she means something that's going to cover.
Okay.
Which I have a good idea. There's lots of stuff that can do that.
She's been dying to get here.
I like it. It looks
Forte.
pretty.
All right, this one here. It's a beautiful modern tool with a detachable tray.
She said her best attributes were her top.
With her upper body.
Upper
She didn't-
body.
She didn't like her,
Thanks.
her backside or whatever.
So she wanted something that flowed a little.
We go to the next one here. It's an organza, an overlay over on top of satin with some purple beadwork on it.
Okay.
I love the organza.
Crisscross back.
Right.
Comes with a shawl,
That is so nice.
and
I
it's
absolutely
full.
love
Has
it.
a long tray.
Right.
How's the hat look with the dress?
Perfect.
I'm in love with it.
Okay.
Oh, I gotta go with you, Cheryl.
Yeah.
I'm going with Cheryl too.
You see her dancing and
Yeah.
walking down the aisle, getting married.
When Jessica comes in for her dress fitting, we'll see if this is the dress she's been dreaming of. She's got a specific idea of the kind of dress she wants. And as her wedding day approaches, she's getting more and more worried.
To be totally honest, this is the first time in the game that I've ever thought, was this a smart idea to do the show? But I know that the show has to air, so I have to be wearing something. But it's definitely a stress factor now. I think any bride who did not have a dress 7 days before the wedding would feel a little nervous.
I can totally see her in this.
Would you pick this for you if you had the chance?
Not in a million years. But it's beautiful.
Our couples will now choose each other's wedding cake. The options are traditional and ornate, homemade style, or wacky and unique. Cheryl, which fictional character do you most identify with?
I'd have to say Deborah Kerr from my favorite movie, And a Fire to Remember. There's something timeless about her, and that's how I aspire to be, is, you know, graceful and classic.
And they've been saying classic a lot in here. So I think cake is something that they don't care very much about. So if they get a classic cake, that would be okay.
Right.
Oh, my favorite smell. By far, vanilla. Yummy.
When Cheryl wears patchouli.
Patchouli's exotic, and I didn't buy that vanilla. She looks like a chocolate girl to me.
Homemade doesn't necessarily mean someone's going to be making it for them at home. It's just going to have more of a family feel to it. So I think
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. Homemade, I think, is the way to go.
Oh, that's really good. Did you like that? Well, the category was homemade, so we wanted something that tasted really good. So we went with, for the taste, we went with chocolate Grand Marnier cake with real cream. And they seem like they'd like chocolate, but maybe they're a little bit, you know, not like cupcake, bring to school on your 6th birthday chocolate, more like this is adult chocolate. My favorite costume when I was little was a Tinkerbell costume my mom made. So I want something that's pretty and fun. And
Definitely, I could totally see her in that role.
my favorite smell, lilacs.
Chocolate.
You said chocolate? Okay.
What's your intuition?
What do you think, Jerome?
Traditional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? What did you think?
Seems to fit the couple perfectly, so I think we nailed that one.
They're kind of simple, a simple theme. They're not simple, but sort of going with this whole simplistic, beautiful, soft, feminine sort of thing for their wedding. Like, see, if this didn't have the bottom, it would be beautiful for them.
You want to go with the pillar effect?
And this would be a little too tall for them too.
Yeah, like I was thinking, there's actually a cake in your store that I really was drawn to. It was that second one in there. I really liked that one, but I don't know what these guys think.
I think my favorite wedding cakes are the pillared ones.
Yeah.
See,
Like
but
the three, yeah.
in
so-
my opinion, because I'm closest to their age, they're too old.
Are
That's
you-
just my opinion.
Are you buying this, Jerome?
I
That's
don't
just
know.
my
When I
opinion.
thought of their cake, I thought of it with pillars on it.
And so did I.
That's a man thing. It's
Is it
really
really?
coming back, and
Is
the
it?
men are going more traditional.
Maybe you're right. Maybe they're more traditional. I'm giving them credit for, but maybe they're a little bit more modern than you're giving them credit for.
Yeah,
So somewhere in between might.
All right.
I think that might be. It's a beautiful cake. Like I absolutely love it.
We got our pillars, Jerome. We got our pillars in there.
Got your pillars.
That's
guys.
right.
Well, it's exciting. I've never thought much about wedding cakes, but I'm really excited about this one.
And we
love it.
Supposed to feel.
Yeah, it's great.
Jessica saw through Cheryl's classic cake hints, while Cheryl and Jerome continue to make traditional selections for their more straightforward competitors. Has either couple managed to get it right?
We would like a wacky or unique cake.
We were thinking more like a big, huge mountain of chocolate-covered strawberries, and then like funky tarts and more individual things. Because you get this giant cake and you spend all this money and people cut it open. Like it just doesn't, it's never made sense to me.
When we get married, we'd like our wedding cake to be unique.
We thought having like a chocolate fountain and then around the chocolate fountain have like pieces of cake and things that people can just come and dip in, because it'll make it more communal too. You know, it'll be a common sharing ground and something again we can share with everyone.
A chocolate fountain and a chocolate mountain. Maybe these couples are more similar than they think. Cheryl and Jerome's deception will only work to their advantage if they can successfully figure out what Chris and Jessica want. So far, they haven't succeeded and the score remains tied. Have they given Jessica the wedding gown she's dreaming of?
Okay, this is more
That's
like
gorgeous.
it. That's so beautiful.
Look at the
pink beads in it, Jess. I know, that's so pretty.
And has the back like you want it, crisscross back. And you could make it even puffier with the curling underneath. And it comes with the shawl and the modesty panel.
It's really pretty. Oh, Jess. Oh, you're
so
gonna look so beautiful in it. Hey, it even looks good on the hanger.
I know, it
Look how
does.
it's gonna look on you.
Oh, I love it. It's perfect. It's perfect. They did a really good job. They can win the honeymoon now. I don't care. I have my dress. Oh, it's beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, that's great. Making me speechless is pretty hard, but this is the kind of dress I was looking at for myself. So I don't know how they did it, but they did a good job.
Wow.
That's perfect. Oh, I'm stepping on it.
Beautiful.
It is. It's gorgeous. Oh, I'm gonna be a princess. It's great. Oh, I love it. It's like my dream dress.
Oh, you look gorgeous.
I love it. I'm gonna dance the night away. I'm gonna be such the princess.
This is a 10. This is for sure a 10. People kept saying to me, now don't react really, really well if you like it, because then they'll for sure get the point. I want them to have the point. 3! Yay!
Cheryl and Jerome got Jessica's dress right and take the lead. Coming up, it's time for Cheryl's wardrobe.
I was trying to make it seem like I was just kind of, you know, flippy-haired, sort of, you know, average romantic, like the classic blah, blah, blah.
What kind of wedding dress would a flippy-haired girl want?
My biggest fear is that I try in the wedding dress and it looks awful.
Cheryl and Jerome are now ahead in the Exchanging Vows challenge. Cheryl is into piercings, tattoos, and Eastern mysticism. But she presented a more traditional, preppy persona to Chris and Jessica. If they choose the right wardrobe for her, Chris and Jessica will even up the score. If they don't, then Cheryl will be getting married in clothes she'd never choose for herself.
My best physical asset. Oh, geez. I get a lot of compliments on my eyes, so I'd have to say my eyes.
She's like me.
The world's sexiest woman. Julia Roberts.
I would go with modern.
Right.
I think that would be my
Chris?
best bet.
Yes, modern sounds good.
Okay, this is a beautiful gown, and it's the kind of the wrap with some buttons, very modern. And you could bustle too as well.
I just don't know if I'm totally sold on the wrap part just because she just had a baby a while ago.
This one here, what do you think?
I love this dress. I think this is definitely something you would see Julia Roberts wear.
Yeah.
I think that she's gonna feel absolutely beautiful.
Sort of the dresses that we've looked at, is this the winner?
This is definitely the winner.
I think it's perfect.
Make him cry.
Not to cry while she's walking down the aisle.
We'll find out at Cheryl's dress fitting if the alternative girl will be happy with a modern wedding gown. But first, she and Jerome will choose clothes for Chris. Who is the world's sexiest man?
According to me or according to my mom?
Say James Bond. Bitch.
James Bond,
Yeah.
Which James Bond do you prefer?
Brosnan.
Yeah.
I think he's probably the sexiest of all. I mean, Sean Connery was pretty good too, but.
He likes Pierce Brosnan first, then he likes Sean Connery. Sean Connery's very tux.
Yeah,
I
very.
think he's totally about the tux.
Yeah.
Every man looks great in a good
I was gonna say,
tux.
he would look so cute.
Yeah.
The options for the men are tuxedo, suit, or casual clothing.
Hi, Beth. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Now we're here today to pick out a tuxedo for Chris.
This particular example is very traditional.
What do you think, guys?
Well, it's sort of James Bond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely James Bond.
And then
This one is really casual. We actually call it a collar coat.
Red's too dangerous, for sure.
That's electric. I like it,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just too
much?
Too much.
Which one did you like the best?
I liked the first
the
one
first
best.
one.
Did you? Can we
Yeah.
go back to the first one?
Yeah. Yes, this is our winner, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's a great choice.
Yes, well, it looks good.
This tux would order a vodka martini, shaken, not stirred. Definitely. It would just walk right up to you. Or, hello, Moneypenny. Yeah.
Who's the world's sexiest man?
The world's sexiest man. Probably Johnny Depp. So, yeah.
To me, Cary Grant was the world's sexiest man. Oh, he's just got that appeal about him. And the accent. That does it for me.
She's going with Cary Grant. There's a definite classic elegance, where if he's going with that kind of Johnny Depp feel, if you watch Johnny Depp, he's always in a nice, like, you know, white shirt, suit, but it's a little bit more relaxed.
Exactly. So something probably a little bit more trendy suit, maybe in a 3-button rather than just a traditional 2-button.
I think it'd be fun if we gave him a wacky costume.
No, no, we're not gonna do that.
How about if we take a look at some suits?
Okay, for starters, suits, we have your basic 2-button notch black suit. No satin finishing, nothing tuxedo-y about it.
Can we look at the gray one now?
It's 1 button. It sits a little lower, so you see a lot more vest, a lot more of the accents underneath.
What do you think of the gray?
What do you think, Chris?
I'd like that more possibly for me. I think we like this one the best.
Yeah.
Maybe a touch on the big side, but it'll give you
Oh, it's
a
huge.
good idea of what you're saying. You look pretty.
So it's a tux for casual sound guy Chris and a suit for writer Jerome. Jessica and Chris hope that preppy posers Cheryl and Jerome want a modern but not outrageous wedding with a modern, sophisticated wedding gown. Now it's time for Cheryl to meet her dress.
I'm like super nervous. I never put a lot of emphasis on the wedding dress, but now I'm really starting to think about it.
And there is your dress.
Oh my gosh.
That's beautiful. Wait till you put it on.
It's very nice.
Wait till you put it on. It's stunning.
It's an absolutely stunning dress.
Oh,
for
beautiful.
sure. It's not at all what I would ever pick for myself, but it is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I think it'll make my parents really happy that I'm not wearing something purple or pink that I really actually want to wear, but it is beautiful.
Look
Like,
how sparkly it is.
yeah.
And with the candlelight,
Yeah.
you're just gonna shimmer.
Oh, that's true. I'll be shimmery for Jerome.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, wow, it's quite nice.
Hey, put it on, put it on.
Okay, should we put it on? Okay. Yikes, I feel so bizarre. Oh my gosh. Weird. I feel so strange. Yeah. Tattoo doesn't exactly mix with it, but hey, that's okay. That's part of the luster about me, right? This is bizarre. This is the most bizarre moment of my life. Somebody else has picked a wedding dress out for me. I would have liked to have worn an ethnic wedding dress. Like, I'm into auras and all that stuff, and I think that wearing something very bright with the sari fabric, you know, the East Indian influence would really show kind of what kind of people we are. We're not about legally getting married or whatever. It was about our spirituality, our union, our bond, you know. So I think it would just have been very symbolic for me.
Hey, if you're gonna wear the white dress, you're gonna look like
I'm
a
gonna
bride,
go
right?
all out.
You're gonna go all the way.
I can hardly look at myself in the mirror because I'm so tripped out right now. I'm just like, ugh. Oh my God. The silver lining is that I will be getting a point guaranteed for this because it's not even close to the category, which is good, you know, honeymoon, here I come, hopefully.
Cheryl hid her fascination with all things Eastern. She's hung on to her 1-point lead in the Exchanging Vows challenge, but will it be enough to win?
Can I talk about my dream wedding?
Coming up, it's time for Chris and Jessica to get married.
It would involve pyro, a couple of screens, and some like line rockets. Yeah, it'd be more exciting production. But I know.
Not a wedding. I feel like I've already like won, you know? Like,
Yeah.
we could be getting married in like the middle of like a pig barn and I honestly wouldn't care. Don't say that. She doesn't want to be married in a pig barn.
It's Chris and Jessica's big day. Their wedding is taking place in the one location they said they didn't want. Are they trading a dream wedding for a honeymoon vacation?
What I wouldn't mind doing is pulling a couple of these napkins off. Look at this, they put beads.
Look at this, Camille.
Yeah. Look at they put little beads, beadlets on these.
I'm not touching that.
We've got an extra boutonniere. It's got to go on the mousse.
Okay,
It's got to go on the mousse.
huh?
He doesn't seem to mind right now.
Somebody needs to vacuum the mousse. I'm good.
Oh my, look at this place, it looks great. Please don't let those fishies die. That'd be so sad, I don't even eat them.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's a gorgeous cake. Yeah. Let's pray their dresses aren't red.
What do you think?
It's nice.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. You have living art now for your centerpieces?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funky.
Yeah,
I like
that.
Jessica will like it. She might, she's not what she expected either, but we were like, Fort Edmonton Park, no way. But, you know, it's a different kind of venue. It's not the typical Fort Edmonton Park venue.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Bond in your tux?
I have to give you a hug.
Thanks.
You look absolutely stunning.
Thank
wow.
you.
Don't know if it's what you wanted, but you look great.
It's not, but I look great, so.
Well, you said
kind of
Bond.
thing. I know.
Go for the
So I was going
Bond thing.
Connery
Yeah.
with this tux.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Brosnan Bond more so.
Oh, see, I thought you were Connery Bond.
Yeah, it's difficult, so.
But did you envision a tux at least?
Well, I said suit, I think, but yeah.
There you go.
you getting any clues of where you might think it's at?
No. But you know what? Most people said they haven't been there, so I probably haven't either. So I'll probably get there and be like, wait, where am I?
I got the front. That's real pretty.
Hello.
Where are you?
I'm at Fort Edmonton. Oh, don't pull on that. But you know what? I haven't been inside the hotel, so you know what? It doesn't really matter. I'm getting married right away. And there's so many beautiful places here for pictures, so.
Time for some wedding photos. The Moulin Rouge, the Rockettes, the relaxing on the grass, and the classic cot in the outhouse.
I want to thank you so much for so many things. I want to thank you for listening to me when others were too tired. I want to thank you for balancing me and keeping me grounded. Thank you for all the silences, breathing the moment in and out together. Just remember, I will never be complete. I will never be alive. I will never change the world until I do.
There are many reasons why I asked you to marry me. Your beauty stunned me when first we met. You taught me to love at a time when I believed I couldn't trust anyone with my heart. So today I'm accepting the ultimate responsibility of a man to become your husband and to share the rest of my life with you.
Now, by the authority vested in me by the province of Alberta, I pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
I think I said it all earlier, and you know how much I love you. I'm lucky that I guess I'm a man of few words, so we get along really well. I like to listen, she likes to talk.
Oh, there we go. It wasn't the wedding they were dreaming of, but it has been an emotional and happy day for Jessica and Chris. Coming up, it's Cheryl and Jerome's turn to exchange their vows.
I think it's really kind of ugly. Completely not me, like at all.
I'm happy to see they got things wrong. It feels better that way.
It's time for Cheryl and Jerome's wedding. They'll be counting their points, checking to see if they've traded their dream wedding for a honeymoon vacation. They may be surprised and dismayed when it comes time to live out their alter ego's dream wedding.
I think everything's coming along really well. What time is it now? 25 to 1, so 5 more hours to go to the wedding. So I think pretty well everything's on track. I feel very comfortable with the way everything's going right now. We've probably got about another half hour of decorating to do, and then we should almost be done.
Once the flowers get on, don't even look at it now.
Hopefully it will be magical. Hopefully that they will be transported not into a room in a hotel, that all of a sudden they're in a place where an actual wedding is going to be taking place. So here we are. What do you guys think? Oh, it's
It's beautiful. If she doesn't like it, I'll get remarried. I think her dress in this environment is going to just be amazing.
It's going
as
to.
long as she liked it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think she will.
Well, I have a different one that's just silver, and it just.
So what do you think of the dress, actually?
I think it's really kind of ugly. Completely not me, like at all. Like everyone who saw it was like, "That's not you," even a little bit when we were putting it on today. Put a honey perfume on. Can't get married without perfume, can you?
No.
And I'm afraid to walk around in this thing because it's not bustled. Let's remember not to get this on the dress. Nothing like a little patchouli says that you're a hippie at heart. That should be good. The best part of this whole dress are the shoes, because I picked them out, and they're flip-flops. It's about getting married now. It is a game still, but everything's said and done, and I can't change anything. I can't play the game anymore. I'm gonna cry. Gotta save that for later.
It doesn't feel like my wedding. It's not what I had in mind, so. I'm happy to see they got things wrong. It feels better that way. Orange flowers. Very Halloween-y. I don't know, Thanksgiving?
It's fall.
Yeah.
Hi. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
How did your wedding go after the...
So what do you think?
It's nothing I would have done.
Oh, no.
Okay. What about what you're wearing? Is that okay?
It's more tuxy than I'd like. I wanted to wear a suit on my wedding.
Jerome may think it's tuxy, but he said he wanted a suit, and a suit it is. Jessica and Chris do get that point.
I changed the tie because I didn't want to go to a funeral.
Yeah.
Be really careful. Make sure the candle's straight
So,
too.
the second song was actually the second song. The best man left the ring at his house, which is on the south side of Edmonton, probably maybe 20 minutes both ways, and which wouldn't be too bad, but he doesn't have the keys to his car right now because the car was driven by someone else. So we're in a bit of panic of a ring. Cheryl's yet to arrive.
No, I'm not good. I am like...
Yeah, they got it.
Crap.
Thank you. No, I don't even know what time it is. It's been, I don't know what's going on, nothing. I know I'm at the Holiday Inn. I don't even know exactly where I'm getting married.
The best man got in the ring.
Oh my God, I knew he was gonna do that. I knew Don was gonna forget the ring. You're not kidding me. We're snapping his neck after. Yeah. You and I. 2 hours late for the wedding rehearsal dinner. 2 hours late, yeah. Forgets the ring. Yeah. We don't even live in the same city.
Had a lot on my mind. Was in a rush.
Should have stayed longer in the parking lot, I guess.
Oh, that's your red.
Huh.
License is in the Cressida.
They also forgot the marriage certificate.
I packed that up with my fiance. I specifically wrote a list and put guest book, marriage license, and the camera, all 3 sitting in a row because I knew he would forget it. I knew, oh my God.
Could she get a drink,
Men
please?
aren't smart.
The marriage license is in the Cressida. The other car I wanted to take, there's a car I wanted to drive here, but there was a limo actually provided at the last minute. So now the license is in the car.
Rest my case.
Is anybody making a call?
Nobody's home. No one's home.
Hey.
No one's home.
It's bad. Oh, Cheryl's probably having a kitten.
I love my fiance, but the guy cannot remember his own hands if they weren't attached. Like, seriously. I can't even get married.
You can use mine.
Time has gone out the window. Yeah,
Okay.
We got time. All right. Thanks, man. Well, the rings are here, and I'm relieved that the ring's here because I've been looking at that ring wanting to put it on my finger for a long time because I really like it.
Well, I'm relieved. Very relieved. Yeah, a lot of weight's off my shoulder now.
But the license still has yet to come.
While the rings are important, without the marriage license, there will be no wedding for Jerome and Cheryl today.
We could have made do without the rings. We could have pretended they were ours, but the license is the most important thing. Does anybody have Kleenex? It's here. This was the most important piece of the wedding, and it's finally here.
What is it?
Alberta Government Services Marriage License, Grade A, number 1.
You may be seated.
I call upon those persons present
to witness that I, Jerome,
to take thee, Cheryl, to be my lawful wedded wife,
to have and to hold
to have and to hold
from this day forward,
in
whatever circumstances or experiences life may hold for us,
Cheryl, I give you this ring,
that you may wear it as a lasting reminder of our marriage vows, and as a symbol of my love and commitment to you.
Jerome, I give you this ring as a symbol of my love
and commitment to you.
I
pronounce you husband and wife. And give her a kiss.
We don't know what to do. Holy crap. Here you go.
Both our couples are now happily married. But who has given their challengers the more appropriate wedding and won the honeymoon vacation? We'll find out when Exchanging Vows returns. Cheryl and Jerome, Jessica and Chris, congratulations on your marriages and on planning fantastic weddings. You guys did a great job. Round of applause for yourselves. Yes. Now, you guys each took a very different approach in the Exchanging Vows challenge. Cheryl and Jerome, you guys kind of played the part of a preppy top 40 couple. Meanwhile, you guys are totally granola and alternative. Now, Jessica and Chris, you guys pretty much played yourself. We're gonna find out who was more successful in reading the clues and giving the other couple the wedding they were dreaming of. The couple that did that will win a honeymoon vacation. I know you guys are anxious, so let's get to it. Jerome and Cheryl, for the venue, you picked a historic building for the couple that's interested in history and arts. Chris and Jessica, you picked a traditional option, but you both wanted to be married in a garden. Now for the flowers. Cheryl, this was one part of your wedding that you hoped would be classic. Jessica, you wanted more of a crafty feel. Unfortunately, you both gave the other couple the flowers you wanted for yourselves. You both wanted a unique cake. Jessica and Chris wanted a chocolate fountain. Cheryl and Jerome wanted a chocolate mountain. But Jerome and Cheryl stuck with the traditional theme, while Chris and Jessica picked a homemade style cake to go with the relaxed flowers. So after 3 challenges, there's still no points for either couple. When it comes to tuxedos, Chris likes them on the movie screen, but he doesn't like to wear them. He wanted to wear a suit, so Jerome and Cheryl missed on that one. When they were picking Jerome's clothes, Chris and Jessica figured that a writer who likes to spend time at the computer in his PJs would rather be in a suit than a tux. They were right. So with just the dresses left to choose, Chris and Jessica were in the lead by 1 point. When Cheryl gave her clothing clues, she didn't reveal her great interest in all things Eastern and her desire to get married in a sari. Jessica and Chris didn't get that point.
Sorry.
No pun intended.
Sorry.
Cheryl really wanted to find Jessica's dream wedding dress, and she did. Cheryl and Jerome got that point, and the score was tied. Our tiebreaker challenge is the wedding dress color. Cheryl and Jerome, you picked an off-white dress for Jessica. You were right. Jessica and Chris, you selected a white dress for Cheryl. In her unconventional dream wedding, she would have worn a bright color. So, congratulations. Cheryl and Jerome, you squeezed through and won the Exchanging Vows challenge. You're the winners of a honeymoon vacation in a Caribbean destination of your choosing.
Oh my God. Congratulations.
Oh, wow. And Chris and Jessica, thank you so much for joining us on Exchanging Vows. See you next time.
Like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Can you take my shawl away? It's just not needed in this picture.
Don't turn around like you're just been caught in the moment. You know
Okay.
Well done.